My name is Jeremy. I met Dr. Rivera during a very difficult period of my life when I had recently been diagnosed with cancer. I was undergoing a round of chemotherapy and as a side effect received an infection in my tooth, a very painful infection, and I needed to have the tooth extracted as quickly as possible. And in my particular case, I didn't have much time to search for a healthcare provider. The infection was severe enough that I needed to be hospitalized for a number of days. Before the treatment, I had a tremendous amount of anxiety. The dental infection was probably the most severe physical pain that I've experienced throughout my life, but even more importantly than clearing up the infection, I was very concerned that this was going to be a setback which would negatively impact the effectiveness of the chemotherapy which was needed to kill the cancer. So Dr. Rivera did an excellent job of calming my nerves before and during the procedure itself. For the procedure that I had, the tooth extraction, I was under anesthesia, but I was awake the entire time. So I was able to communicate with him, and even while he was working, he would continually check in with me to make sure that I was as comfortable as possible. After the procedure, my pain was immediately reduced. Dr. Rivera was able to get the entire infection cleaned out, so from a quality of life standpoint, it was a huge improvement. Well, after the procedure was done, most importantly, I was able to restart the chemotherapy that was needed to eradicate the cancer that I had. Dr. Rivera really stood out to me because of his ability to relay the correct amount of information to me. He didn't overwhelm me with facts, but he made sure that I understood every part of the procedure, the steps that were going to take place, and what to expect throughout the process. Dr. Rivera and his office were absolutely top-notch. He would communicate with me outside of business hours when necessary, make sure that everything was healing appropriately. I would recommend Dr. Rivera without question to anyone who needs dental work, anyone who needs oral maxillofacial services. He's highly competent and has a wonderful manner with his patients as well.